vigilant of what the world that we live in today is. I think that, dialogue and not living in fear is the key.
Orlando Bloom is a leading actor from the United Kingdom. In the Lord of the Rings film series, he gained his debut as Legolas, a role he repeated in the Hobbit film series. He rose to prominence after roles in epic fantasy, historical, and adventure films, most notably in the Pirates of the Caribbean film series as Will Turner. Bloom featured in Hollywood blockbusters such as Paris and Troy and Kingdom of Heaven's Balian de Ibelin. Carnival Row is his Amazon Prime Video series. In 2007, he made his professional theatrical debut in the West End's In Celebration, and in 2013, he appeared in a Broadway adaptation of Romeo and Juliet. Bloom was designated a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador in 2009. He was also awarded the BAFTA Britannia Humanitarian Award in 2015.
Michael did a great job of filming London in a way that wasn't fuddy-duddy. It was sort of cool and contemporary and action and thrilling and fast-paced.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is Orlando Jonathan Blanchard Copeland Bloom, but is also known as Orlando Bloom. He was born January 13, 1977 in Canterbury, Kent, England, making him 44 at the time of this production. He stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall. Orlando Bloom's hobbies include playing baseball, hanging out with friends, and doing photography. He's also a food lover, and his favorite dish is slow roasted chicken. Besides, he's been actively involved in charitable work. He was named a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador in 2009 and has worked with the organization to raise awareness on the education crisis for children in Ukraine during the country's military conflict with Russia. Bloom had an on and off relationship with American actress Kate Bosworth from 2003 until ending the relationship in September 2006. Then he started dating Miranda Kerr, an Australian supermodel, in 2007. In June 2010, they announced their engagement, and the following month they married. Kerr gave birth to their baby in Los Angeles on January 6, 2011. Bloom and Kerr revealed on October 25, 2013 that they had separated many months before and planned a divorce. By the end of 2013, they were divorced. Then Bloom started dating Katy Perry, an American singer and songwriter, in January 2016. However, the pair announced their breakup in February 2017. They rekindled their romance in February 2018 and got engaged on February 14, 2019. The pair were expecting their first child together on March 5, 2020, as announced in the music video for Perry's song Never Worn White. On August 26, 2020, Perry gave birth to their daughter.
But it is interesting how life imitates art, and here we are, having shot it 2 years ago, and it does have more relevancy today than it did even then.
Bloom was named after the 16th century English composer Orlando Gibbons. Samantha Bloom is his elder sister. Bloom's real father was originally thought to be his mother's husband, anti-apartheid writer Harry Bloom, who died when Bloom was 4 years old. However, Bloom's mother disclosed to him when he was 13 that his biological father was Colin Stone, his mother's boyfriend and family friend. After Harry Bloom's death, Stone, the head of the Concord International Language School, became Orlando Bloom's legal guardian. Sonia Constance, Josephine Bloom's mother, was born in Kolkata, India, the daughter of a physician and surgeon, Francis John Copeland, and Betty Constance. Bloom is a relative of photographer Sebastian Copeland via her. Bloom's mother's family was of English ancestry and resided in Tasmania, Australia, Japan, and India, with some of them hailing from Kent. Bloom was raised in a Church of England household. Before going to St. Edmund's School in Canterbury, he attended St. Peter's Methodist Primary School, then the Junior School of the King's School. Bloom's dyslexia was identified, and his mother urged him to enroll in art and theater courses. In 1993, he went to London to pursue a 2-year A-level degree in drama, photography, and sculpture at Fine Arts College Hempstead, after being inspired by his school prize entry to panto performer Richard Sieben in 1992. He subsequently went to the National Youth Theatre, where he spent 2 seasons and received a scholarship to the British American Drama Academy. Bloom started his acting career on television in episodes of Casualty and Midsummer Murders, and then made his film debut in Wild alongside Stephen Fry before enrolling in London's Guildhall School of Music and Drama to study acting. Just 2 days after he graduated from Guildhall in 1999, Bloom received his first major role. He was cast as the elf Legolas in the Lord of the Rings film trilogy. He appeared in the films The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King. For 3 years in a row, the entire cast of the Rings films were nominated for the Screen Actors Guild Best Ensemble Acting Award, and they eventually won the category in 2003 for the third Ring film. During this period, he also appeared in Ridley Scott's film Black Hawk Down. Bloom followed up this successful trilogy with a starring role in the Disney blockbuster hit Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl as Will Turner, opposite Keira Knightley and Johnny Depp. This ended up being another successful franchise, and Bloom would go on to star in 2 more Pirates of the Caribbean films, Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Man's Chest and Pirates of the Caribbean: At World's End. He also made a brief supporting appearance as Will Turner in the film Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Men Tell No Tales. In part, thanks to his roles in the highly popular Lord of the Rings and Pirates of the Caribbean franchises, Bloom was actually the most searched man on Google News in 2006. By May 2007, he'd appeared in 4 out of the top 15 highest-grossing films of all time at the time. Bloom made a return to the world of Lord of the Rings when he reprised his role as Legolas in the films The Hobbit: The Desolation of Smaug and The Hobbit: The Battle of the Five Armies. The Hobbit films are prequels to the Lord of the Rings films. Other films Bloom has starred in include the historical war drama Troy in an ensemble cast featuring Brad Pitt, Eric Bana, and Peter O'Toole. Kingdom of Heaven, directed by Ridley Scott. Elizabethtown, opposite Kirsten Dunst. New York, I Love You, a film that's actually 12 short films combined together. The romantic adventure film The Three Musketeers. Zulu, Unlocked, and Romans. Originally, Bloom's goal was to become a professional stage actor after graduating. As such, in addition to his many popular films, Bloom has also remained involved in theater. He took to the stage as part of the cast of a London revival of the play In Celebration written by David Story. He then made his Broadway debut as Romeo in Romeo and Juliet at the Richard Rodgers Theatre, and followed this production with a starring role in the 2018 Trafalgar Studios production of the play Killer Joe. Bloom has also been involved in several television projects. He guest starred in the sitcom Extras as an exaggerated and narcissistic version of himself. He's also appeared on the shows LA Phil Live, Easy, and Carnival Row.
Bit of that kind of very English, but like that sort of twinkle with the muscular dynamic.
Orlando Bloom earns an estimated $3.66 million a year. If Orlando Bloom were to just release one sponsored post a day, the account might generate $7.32 million a year. Paid photos are rarely the only income source for influencers like Bloom, and they generally have professions, launch their own unique products, engage in conferences, or launch their own content. Bloom's net worth is estimated to be around $40 million. In March 2019, Orlando listed his Beverly Hills mansion for $9 million. He bought the home in 2017 for $7 million. In October 2020, Katie and Orlando paid $14.2 million for a roughly 9-acre estate in Montecito, California. Cars you'll discover in Bloom's garage include a Mitsubishi Outlander GT, an Audi A8, a Porsche 912, a Ducati Hypermotard 1100, a Ducati Monster 1100, and a BMW R1200 GS.